Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mr. Van Dyke for your morning announcements for Wednesday, May 13th. Boys and girls, let's continue to complete those e-learning plans and paper packets. They need to be completed each and every day. If you haven't completed them every day, let's try and work toward getting those done because the end of our plans are Friday of this week. There will be no new work at that time, so let's make sure that we complete everything that our teachers have asked us to do. Now, we are continuing our Reflex Math Challenge throughout this month. You guys have been doing a phenomenal job at this lately, getting those green lights, and we want to continue to make sure that we get those green lights so that way we can do our virtual field trips. Now go to our school's YouTube page and check out the new video by Miss Riggs. It's a sign language video. She's been doing a great job with those, so definitely check that out today on our school's YouTube page. Now we have a very busy week this week. We have our kindergarten virtual orientation tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So if you know anyone who has an upcoming kindergarten student for next year, this is going to be a great time to learn about kindergarten and find out all kinds of useful information for students to be successful in their kindergarten year. If anyone needs access to this, you can check out our school's website, Facebook page, or Class Dojo. There will be access information for you to call in on that. We'll be doing that via Teams like we have with some of our other presentations. So you'll call in and you'll use that access code at that time. Remember, we have our enrollment packet drop-off Friday this week from 9 to 5. So if anybody from pre-K, kindergarten, or any new students have enrollment packets to drop off, remember that is from 9 to 5 this Friday. If you don't have a packet, there are still enrollment packets outside of the school. You can go ahead and you can pick those up at any time, and you can turn those in, like I said, Friday from 9 to 5. If anybody has any documents that may need copied, we will have people there to do that at that time. So we just ask that you just park in the parking lot, and somebody will be out to help you out and get those documents that need to be copied. Now these can be anything from proof of residency documents to birth certificates. Now if you have just the enrollment packet and you just need to just drop that off and you pretty much already turned in all your documents, or we already have those, you don't need to park. You can actually just drop those off. We'll have bins outside so that way you can drop those off at that time. Now we're talking about Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. has been one of my favorite places. There is so much really cool stuff to do there. There's a lot of history about the city, of course, our nation's capital, and to check out some of the museums and the different buildings that are there is a really wonderful experience. If you ever get a chance, definitely try to take a trip to DC if you can and check out some of the cool sites. One of my favorite things is to check out the Aerospace Museum. There's actually two of those, and there's one in the city, and then there's one out by the airport, and it was really cool. The one by the airport actually has like the space shuttle and some of the planes from our nation's history, and it's just a phenomenal experience to go out there and see all of those in person. So if you get a chance, definitely check it out. Stay tuned for some of the pictures that I have from my trip to DC. Now, if you will, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.